These are the instructions on how to search for keywords for the Outlier project. So we've already went to EBSCO, we've downloaded all the journal articles that meet our criteria that we're looking for, but one of the search terms is a bit ambiguous, so we want to make sure that it's actually capturing what we think it is going to capture. So we have here in column J, the search term was drop. So we were looking through Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis, Journal of Financial Economics, Journal of Finance, and Review of Financial Studies for papers that mentioned that they use ordinary least squares, OLS, least squares, those are the keyword searches, and the word outlier, and also then had the word drop. So we see, for example, this first article here, A Servant to Many Masters, Competing Shareholder Preferences and Limits to Catering. I'm going to copy this title, and then I'm going to go over to the library, and I'm going to put in the library's web page, and there's a couple of different places in the library you can look at e-journals, and then just use I like just using the basic search that they have at the library once I already know the journal's name. And here we see the first one that pops up. This is it. It's a JFQA article, Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis 2013. So it's this same article, and I can click on that to open that up. And when I click on it, it takes me to this page right here. This isn't very good for searching. I don't like using this. So there's a PDF. I want to click on the PDF to download that, and I've already done that. So here's the actual article right here. Of course, when you get to it, it's going to be the cover page you're going to see right here for the article. And most articles, there'll be an introduction and maybe a lit review, but there's going to be a data section. So right here, section 2, we have data and methodology. And I'm looking for certain keywords or hints as to how they're handling outliers. Now, one of the things I see right off the bat, samplage uses consistent non-public, non-financial, non-public utility firms in this CRIS database with a market value of at least 10 million. So that's a filter. So they're filtering out the non-financial firms, the non-public utility firms. They're also filtering out firms that are less than $10 million as far as their market value of equity. So this doesn't show up as a drop or anything else. So I'm going to just put a new column right over here, and I'm just going to say filter, and they're applying some type of filter. What I'm really interested in, do they use the word drop within the data and methodology section? So I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to do a Control F. I've already done this before, so I have the drop. And I'm going to search for that, and I've got a word here, drop the funds. It kind of identifies there. Is that inside the... Alright, so this appears to be inside the data and methodology section. This footnote here, let's see what that says. I'm going to pull this up a little bit just to make it bigger. To exclude funds, we retrieve information from the CRIS Mutual Fund database and drop funds identified by the index fund flag, as well as passively managed funds with Lipper. Okay, so they're dropping funds here, but they're not dropping to handle some type of outlier problem. They're dropping because they only want to have a certain type of mutual fund. So this is not an outlier related drop. So I'm going to put here, I've got this column K, I'm going to put a 0 there. That's verify the drop in the data section. So you only need to be doing the searches for the ones here where the drop actually has a 1 associated with it. So right here where there's a 0, you don't need to do anything with that one. All right, so let's do one more just for grins, make sure we've got it here. This is also a JFQA. I'm going to copy that. Go here, going to do a paste this in. Again, JFQA 2013, same name, so I want to click on that. And I want to download the PDF because I like working with the PDF instead. It always asks if you're accepting the terms. Alright, so here we have the article here. I'm going to go down to the data section of the paper, and they're searching Chris with all target. Okay, not saying anything. Deal values at least 10 million, so this is another filter. So they've got some filters here. Looking for something that should say that they're going to be doing that's related to outliers. So I'm going to do the Control F again, do the drop, and see if this word pops up inside the data section. Okay, so there I've seen the word drop, but it's not, it looks like it's associated with any trying to get rid of an outlier or anything like that. So good enough. I'm going to just put in verify drop 0. Alright, tell you what, just to speed things up, because it looks like there's a couple there where this, this one had a filter. It was only looking for certain size funds, so I don't want to use the filter if it says, hey, we're going to only have firms in a certain industry. That's not really a filter I'm talking about. I'm more talking about a filter like they're trying to get rid of small firms, because even though they don't say it, it's kind of implicit that really small firms might be outliers. So I'm going to say here they had a filter there as well. But that's just the main thing we're looking for, is to verify this drop. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.